What's going on, all you wild party animals? It's your favorite two Gen Xers back here for the newest review, A24 film called Bodies, Bodies, Bodies.
A24 film, Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. That's what we are reviewing tonight. Obviously, a lot of hype behind this movie. A24 always puts out, thought-provoking, wild horror movies, different than what we've seen before. But this one, felt like a story that we've kind of seen before, honestly. Their reliance on social media and, being influencers and things like that. We get a group of them at this, mansion that they rent out. They're looking to have a good time, post to social media, get a lot of likes and clicks on here. So we get that angle. It's a group of 20 somethings. And then at the party is Greg, played by our good mate there behind Logan. Lee Pace, we love him as an actor. Halt and Catch Fire, Pushing Daisies, obviously being in Guardians of the Galaxy, tons of other stuff. He's a great actor, so having him be involved in this film, I had some high hopes for it. Would love to see him, do more in this movie. Unfortunately, he doesn't get to do a lot, which is a bummer. And then directly behind Logan, peeping out just of his one eye there, Mr. Kardashian himself. Well, formerly Mr. Kardashian, Pete Davidson. Starring in the film too as one of the crew. So I mean, they had a good cast, led by a couple, well-known people. Obviously, Pete Davidson's, in the headlines all the time, so he's your big star here. And then, a group of girls that I hadn't really heard of anything before, outside of Maria Bakalova, who we saw in the Borat 2 last year. Obviously, she's coming over to play B, and she's in a relationship with a girl, Sophie. And that's they're the focal point of this movie, their relationship and their relationship with their other friends here. And they start playing this game, Bodies, 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 where basically somebody acts like they're dead, and it's kind of like Clue. You got to kind of figure out who did it, but then actual bodies start showing up, and dead ones, and it all starts from there. And there's paranoia setting in because nobody knows who's doing it, and the friends start turning on each other one by one.
Betrayal and deceit. That's what happens when you have a group full of narcissists, rich narcissists, yes, in a big house full of drugs and booze and a hurricane going on, a sword. Gets bonkers after that, and not in a good way. With the cast ensemble here, the two actors we did talk about are pretty wasted in this movie. The main group of girls here are all pretty forgettable and not much to it, and things they find out about one another and turning on one another and involving a gun. And it's just something we've seen before. They're in this bad storm, and it's pretty predictable at times. And these characters, they all have relationships. They've known each other for some time.
Yeah, there's a lot of whining and a lot of people caring about things that they shouldn't be caring about. Being younger, obviously we're older, so maybe we're jaded, but this is our honest review. Just the movie didn't do anything new for us. The characters weren't very likable, unfortunately. Maria Bakalova was fine. It's just like, she was busy, playing the scared girl most of the time and trying to get Sophie, but her girlfriend, back on her side. There wasn't much to it, honestly. I expected more from an A24 film, and this one kind of left me scratching my head. Like, it was an interesting concept that they could have done a lot, and heard a lot of, things from screenings, and a lot of, people saying that it was the next big thing, but can't help but think it was a big letdown for me.
It's just a big look at the younger generation, fucking TikTok, cell phones, flashlight on your phone, not trying to figure out how to get out of these situations. And it's just to really take it being younger today and thrown in the situation of a hurricane in a mansion and playing this game, and people start dying. And just pretty forgettable. Definitely one of the worst movies I've seen this year. I thought I kind of went in with higher expectations because I love Lee Pace, but he was pretty much wasted in this movie as the old boyfriend Greg that was pretty much clueless and didn't do much in the movie. And the whole Pete Davidson situation with the sword is ridiculous. It's the ending of the movie is pretty unfulfilling, and it's a movie that you watch once and probably never watch again and probably forget about it like I did. and I just finished it about 20 minutes ago. So with that being said, one of the most disappointing and one of the worst movies of the year, for sure, for me at least. I'm saying Bodies, Bodies, Bodies by A24. One of my favorite companies out there. If you guys are looking for a good A24 flick, check out X and then X-Men. Both came out this year. Really fantastic flicks from A24, but this one just missed the mark for me. Just a lot of problems with it and just nothing original about it. So I'm going to give Bodies, 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 now playing in theaters, a 2 out of 5 Pete Davidson hairpieces.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Yeah, unfortunately, the bodies that hit the floor were, the people that you wanted to survive, and the remaining survivors just couldn't keep the movie afloat. Luckily, the movie's only an hour and a half, so it doesn't go too long, but even that felt long, and that's never a good sign. A24, just a dud this time. It's okay. We'll forgive you. They mainly put out good ones. This one didn't work out. They tried to capitalize on, Pete Davidson and Uncle Lee Pace there, but it just didn't work. Went on too long. It wasn't engaging. I didn't want to hear needless whining the whole time from 20-something kids. And the conclusion left me, scratching my head and saying, really, that's really where we're gonna base this whole movie on. Okay. With that being said, yeah, not one of my favorite movies of the year. Definitely one of the lowest rated ones for me too. I'm gonna equal your score there and give Bodies, Bodies, Bodies a measly 2 out of 5 Pete Davidson hairpieces.
So I want to hear from all the younger generation out there. What did you like about Bodies, Bodies, Bodies? What didn't you like about it? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to click subscribe. Ooh. Also, check out these wild Gen Xers on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and our website, Cinephellas.com, for the latest, greatest TV movie news and reviews.
If it had a good script and, good performances and, an overall direction rather than a random thought, this might be a cool movie. It just wasn't executed good enough, unfortunately. But that's okay. You live and you learn. Sometimes you watch a dud here and there. And unfortunately, Bodies, Bodies, Bodies was a dud. I'm interested in hearing what all you guys thought about Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. I'm also interested in hearing what Uncle Kev thought about Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. We will be back very soon with more reviews and a Cinephellas podcast this weekend. Thank you guys so much for watching all our reviews and our podcasts. Stay tuned to our channel for all the latest movie news. We're going to be getting wild all fall coming up on the Halloween season. These boys like Halloween. We like all the scary movies that are coming out. So we're going to have plenty to talk about, going into the fall months here. Wrapping up summer here. Unfortunately, one of the, the final scary movies of the summer was a dud. Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. But that's okay. So until the next Cinephellas movie review, I'm Uncle Henry Pace.
And I'm Uncle Logan Davidson.
Until the next time. Cheers.